it's Phil Mulpeter, the Honeybadger, and normally from an MMA background. Got the opportunity to fight on Grapple Kings in the Dunamis in Portarlington. Great show. Really looking forward to helping elevate grappling in Ireland, which I think gets second tier when it comes to our combat sports. That's what we're missing, I think, in our grappling scene in Ireland at the minute. And Grapple Kings, I think, are leading the way with these dedicated grappling shows. Really good idea as well with Ireland versus Poland. We have a lot of Polish brothers in our gyms, and it's great to get a little bit of rivalry going, huh? Sits inside in the choking hand. If Gerald gets his head on this side, he's nearly escaped here. It's very hard. I have to stop everything I'm doing. I've done a few shows. I done Andy used to have a show. Andy Ryan used to have a show back in, I don't know what it was called. It was a good few years ago. I've done that, and I've done a couple in the CRC where you just do the no-gi grappling. Yeah. It's a different type of feeling towards the MMA. I find it a lot more relaxed. I think it's much easier for me to compete in the grappling, I think. And I love grappling now. I started out in MMA as a kickboxer, and then I to be honest, I never was fond of the grappling. I think it was more my ego was not letting me. It didn't like to get beat all the time, you know. And when you join a jiu-jitsu gym, that's inevitable, you know. It goes that way. I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand. I had to work for everything I own. I haven't seen the venue yet. I've seen a few pictures of the last event, and it looked really well run and a great production. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it goes down and trying to elevate it, help people see grappling in Ireland. And we have really good, strong grapplers, you know. And it's not going to be an easy night for me, so I'm training hard for it. I never asked for a lot. I was happy with what I got. Enough to keep my family in my home. So we're here in SBG Portarlington at the minute. We've almost 200 members now in martial arts, which is massive for us here in the Midlands. We ran our Be a Beginner campaign this Christmas, which was our this January. We got a load of new members in. We directed it to the casual person that was maybe afraid of mixed martial arts. When they heard of SBG Portarlington, all they could picture was me on Cage Warriors, blood everywhere, you know, bit gory, you know, the normal people, like, they didn't know what it was. It's a bit barbaric for them. Whereas we brought it back to show them what really goes on in a martial arts gym. Here, we're a very tight-knit community. Everybody knows each other here. Everybody's trying to help each other, and we all have the same goals, is trying to improve us as people and be better people for everybody in the community also. Loads of kids in here, you know, and we're doing really well. It's I'm very happy that I can do something I love and make a living out of it. It's great. They said the times are hard, and they handed me my cards. They say there's not the work to go around. It's kind of like below, it's underground kind of. I think it's just more so the casual fan doesn't understand it, you know, and I think it's harder to be a spectator when you don't really know what's going on in it. So it's nice to bring in to have a couple of name MMA fighters in this show, and I think that helps bring in a different audience and hopefully help elevate grappling in Ireland, you know. That's the main goal of it, you know. And I'm happy to help out, you know. When the whistle blows, the gates will finally close. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. Then they'll tear it down. Bold on Roddy's back, huh? Yeah, I tell you, we've seen him in I don't know if you remember that fight in Cage Contender. He was in a rear naked choke for a good 3 minutes. I don't know how he didn't go out. So whoever's fighting Owen on the night will have his job to try and choke him anyways. It's great to see him back competing though. Yeah. I'm competitive. We don't compete in MMA or any kind of combat sport unless you are competitive. So I'll be going out for the finish, yeah. And I like to finish my fights. It's the same thing. I recently only got my first submission win in my MMA career, which is only when I come back after my break. So it's good to showcase some of my grappling skills too. Well, I'll give it a good go anyway. Anything I do, I like to be the best at it. So we'll keep it going and we'll see how it goes. Who knows? Maybe I might be on Polaris next time over in Cardiff in Wales, huh? I think like with jiu-jitsu, you have to be in straight jiu-jitsu. The distance is different. You know, you can get closer and tie up easily, or I think it's harder to get the takedown in grappling events with no strikes. For me, I use a lot of my takedowns come from striking, so that's a thing that I'll have to deal with. I had to work on some takedowns from getting in through just grappling. And then just pressures wise, I find it a lot easier to grapple when you're not getting hit in the head and there is no strikes. It's a much, I think it's a much more better sport as well, also for juveniles and kids coming through. A lot of people push them towards boxing and K1, where they forget about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, which is a very high standard combat sport with you can't get damage to your brain. There's no concussion, you know what I mean? So it's little concussion, but it's a great sport for kids to get into.
I never missed a day, nor went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served them best I could. Hey! With a handshake and a check, it seems easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times and the good.
For the casual person that's planning on competing in a cage or doing, I think it's a great sport, you know. And like with Adrian and the guys in Grapple Kings, I think they're doing a really good job in promoting grappling in Ireland. It's great to see. Casual fan, I'm going to make this grappling is going to be exciting. People say it's not exciting. It will be exciting. You'll see a lot of scrambles from me. I'll be gunning for the finish, you know. High pace, as always. I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to it. It's something different as well for me, you know. It's not the same, going through the same motions as always. It's going to be good. And you have the likes of Kieran Davern, who's leading the chase in Europe at the minute as a grappler, you know. A very, very high level guy. I'm looking forward to seeing his fight too.
And a Midlander.
And a Midlander too, yeah. Come on, the Midlands. Yeah, but we have a very high martial arts core here now in the Midlands. Like Tullamore's not far from here, and Kieran's doing really well. We're doing really well here in SBG Portarlington, so it's great to see, you know, the levels rising. It for sure is. We all had to travel to Dublin when I started out, you know. I travelled up twice a day. Now we have these facilities down home, you know, and you're spoiled for choice, really.
He still smokes a cigar and he drives a brand new car. Still he takes his family on a cruise.
We have a few good prospects. One guy in particular, 16, 6-0, and I was a novice, blue belt, beating adults, winning the adult divisions in his competitions, Dara Ward. So remember that name. It's going to be he's the future of SBG Portarlington. We have a few more guys too. That's a bit harsh for me. So you have Brandon Burtonshaw. You have my brother Stuart is flying it at the minute too. So it's great. It really is. And the thing about here in the Midlands is there's not many martial arts clubs here. So all the guys nearly that came into me have never trained before. So I really have a Honeybadger style on them, you know. They're like, some of them are like miniature me, so it's great to see, and it's really, I love it. I love seeing them compete and win and use techniques that I've used throughout my career.
He'll never lose. He'll never lose.
We actually took on 48 new members this January, and we still have them here, so which is a good thing. You know, everybody says to me, oh, you took on 48, how many will you have in a couple of months' time? But I'm telling you, once you come into the gym and you feel the environment and you feel the love and it's not brawl, and we're not boxing, we're not beating each other up here. We're all trying to learn, get fit, keep healthy, you know. What happens when you get into martial arts is, first thing you start changing your diet, because, you know, geez, I need to lose a bit of weight here. I'm losing out in the rounds here, you know what I mean? So you start improving your diet. You start taking a few supplements, you know. You start studying that direction of improving yourself, which is great for anybody, especially young guys or young people in the community that maybe aren't suited to field sports or team sports. You know, they get left out. They have nothing to do, and maybe they're not cool in school. They're loud at the group, that footballers or whatever. And I have guys that come in here now that were real shy and timid, and those guys are blossoming now, and they're winning amateur events and novice events, and now they have their own thing to be proud of, you know, and inspire the other guys to keep coming, you know. We could get all types of people come through the door. Like, you get the shy guys that are being bullied, that end up there. I've guys here that have been bullied and stuff, and now they're teaching my kids. They're helping me, assistant coaches in my kids' classes. You know, they're teaching for me. They're able to speak in public now. You know, it's proud for me to see these guys blossoming like that. You know, they might come in the first day and they don't like touching off other people. Small things. They don't want to take their socks off because they don't like people looking at their feet, and small weird things that you wouldn't think of, that by you exposing yourself to these pressures, you elevate your normal day-to-day life. Obviously, GAA is massive, but like, not everybody is suited to that, you know. It takes a bit of skill as well, and I was never a great footballer myself, you know, so I can see where they're coming from, you know. But even for anybody, like jiu-jitsu and martial arts, you don't have to be athletic, you know. It does help, obviously, but everybody will get good. It's only a matter of sticking to it, and that also, that dedication, I think, helps in your day-to-day life too, your work meetings, you know.
It seems to me a cruel irony. He's richer now than ever he was before.
Normally you see our grappling in MMA, and it's a different style in MMA. So people say it's boring, and I think they find it boring because it's in an MMA situation where you have to be a little bit safer. You have to have your posture right. You can't jump guard. You can't take as much risk, because if you end up in a bad position, you could end up getting elbowed. Where on Grapple Kings, you get to see the full variations of jiu-jitsu, because there is no striking. We get to showcase all the avenues of jiu-jitsu, leg locks, your traditional fundamentals, your Gracie style, yeah. Very excited. Well, anyways, March 3rd, Grapple Kings. I think everybody needs to come down. There's going to be great rivalry. Friendly rivalry, because we all train together anyway, but Ireland versus Poland, all the top guys from MMA grappling. We've Owen Roddy coming back, haven't seen him compete in a long time. We've Kieran Davern, one of the top grapplers in Europe, leg lock specialist. It's always exciting to see those leg locks. Myself, Honeybadger's on the card, yeah. So look, come down, Owen Roddy, Kieran Davern, Philip Mulpeter, we're all going to be there. It's going to be an exciting night. You're getting Polaris level competition in Ireland on our Grapple King show.
Yeah, but everywhere I go, the answer's always no. No work for anyone here today. No work today.
So I actually know that there's a big crew from the gym going over to see. We have a lot of teens coming. It'll be a great day out, and let's support Irish grappling. Let's get Irish grappling on the map, and let's help Grapple Kings grow. Get everybody buy tickets March 3rd. Come and see us all on the show.